Hello, what's your name? What's your school? What grade are you in?
I'm AJ. I go to Allied and I'm a sophomore.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 5, what would you rate your U.S. history knowledge?
I would say like a 2.
Which president wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson, that is correct. You know the 7 Years' War, happened before the Revolutionary War? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what the other name for it is?
No, is it the...
Hey, you're really close there. Who'd the Indians fight with?
U.S. settlers?
It's the French and Indian War.
They fought with the French?
They were on the same side, the French and the Indians against the British and the Americans. So that's pretty close though. Okay. What came before the Constitution? Remember? There was a governing document that came first.
No, I don't.
The Articles of Confederation. They had to remove it because it gave the federal government very little power, too much to the states. Okay. Which president is called the father of the Constitution? He's the most important one that helped make it.
Is it Madison?
Yes, it is James Madison. Okay. For your final question, which two explorers mapped the Louisiana Territory? I feel like you know this.
It's familiar.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's Lewis and Clark.
Lewis and Clark.
It's pretty good. 2.5 out of 5 questions. Alright, what's your name, what's your grade, and what school are you from?
My name is Jason Liberty, and I'm a sophomore at Mac.
Okay, and on a scale of 1 to 5, what would you rate your history knowledge?
Maybe a 4.
Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Third U.S. president.
James Madison.
Oh, that's pretty close. I'll try again.
Is it Thomas Jefferson?
That is correct. Okay. Which U.S. president is known as the father of the Constitution?
Is that one James Madison?
That is James Madison.
Oh,
I've got 3 more. Can you name 3 rights in the First Amendment?
Freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, and freedom of the press.
That is correct. You're also going to say freedom of religion. Okay. Who are the 2 explorers that mainly mapped out the Louisiana Territory? They were helped by Sacagawea.
That was Lewis and Clark.
That's correct. All right. We got one last question. Which governing document came before the Constitution?
Yeah, no, I forgot that one.
It's the Articles of Confederation.
Oh, right,
Okay.
right.
All right. What's your name? What's your school? What grade are you in?
My name is Luis Rivera. I'm from EC Tech, and I'm a sophomore.
Scale 1 to 5. How confident are you in your U.S. history abilities?
Like a 4 out of 5.
Lewis, in the Revolutionary War, which foreign country helped the U.S. the most?
In the Revolutionary War?
Yes.
France.
France, that's correct. During the 1830s and 40s and 50s, what was the most popular route settlers took to get to the West?
The Oregon Trail.
What is the 5th Amendment in the U.S. Constitution?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
Oh, wait, no. It's where you don't have to like speak at all when you're under arrest.
Yes, you don't have to self-incriminate. It's good. Okay. Which president wrote the Declaration of Independence?
George Washington.
No, that's incorrect. I'll give you a hint. The president that wrote the Declaration of Independence is also the 3rd president in U.S. history.
Thomas Jefferson.
That's correct. Good job. And for your final question, what was the first permanent English settlement in the U.S.?
Jamestown.
Congratulations, Lewis. You got
Who am I? I can Dan. What grade are you in? I'm a sophomore. What school are you from?
Acton.
I'm Quentin. On a scale of 1 through 5, what would you say your history expertise is?
5.
We'll test that out. All right, first question. Who was the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
All right, good job. Where was the Declaration of Independence signed?
New York.
No, try again.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's all right. All right, you get half credit. What are the first 3 words on the Declaration of Independence?
We the people.
Yeah. Who is considered the father of the U.S. Constitution?
Thomas Jefferson.
No, I'll give you another guess.
James Madison.
Yeah. All right, last one. What is the other name for the 7 Years' War?
French and Indian War.
Yeah. You got like 4.5 out of 5. All right, good job, good job.
All right, what's your name, what's your grade, and what school do you go to?
I'm Bone. I'm a sophomore, and I go to Magnet.
Okay. Now on a scale of 1 to 5, what would you rate your U.S. history knowledge?
Like 4.
All right, that's pretty good. All right, today, Bo, we're doing a 5-question U.S. history trivia challenge. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Your first question: what was the most popular route settlers took to get west during the 1830s to 50s?
The Oregon Trail.
That's correct.
All right.
Okay. Name 3 amendments. Name 3 rights protected by the First Amendment.
Right to speech.
Mm-hmm.
Right to religion.
Mm-hmm.
And right to press.
Yep. That's good. That's good. Which 2 explorers helped map the Louisiana Territory with Sacagawea?
Lewis and Clark.
Yep. We got 2 more. Which president is considered the father of the Constitution?
James Madison.
Okay, good. And which president wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
Great job, Bowen. It's 5 out of 5.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Hello, my name is Quentin Batiste, and for my U.S. History Vowel History Interviews Marking Period 4 project, I partnered with Russell to ask our peers from different schools 5 higher level history questions based on U.S. history course content on campus to assess their knowledge and prove why AIT is the best school as it pertains to U.S. history. One of our questions was, what was the most popular route settlers took to travel west during the 1830s to 1850s? Well, with the answer obviously being the Oregon Trail, I'm now here to inform you of the Donner Party, a group of American pioneers who got trapped in California and faced a sad and painful winter during their westward migration in 1846 to 1847. They were trapped by heavy snow in the Sierra Nevada, which is a mountain range near California, and when food ran out, some members of the group reportedly ate people who were dead. It was the worst disaster of the overland migration to California. Thank you.